to the Inside Scoop. Here again, your host.
Welcome back. My name is Bettina Lawton. This is Inside Scoop Virginia Politics, and we are starting a new segment today. Kathy Hudgens has left the building. So what we're going to talk about next has actually been pre-recorded a couple of weeks ago with a woman who has been involved in organizing the We Are Women rally, which is happening this Saturday at the Capitol. It starts at 10 in the morning and it goes until the middle of the afternoon. The program's going to start at around 11. And we want to make sure that everyone out here knows we're in the midst of the war on women that we've talked about in many of our programs. And this is an opportunity for you to get involved, go down to the Capitol. It's supposed to be a great day. So we're going to run that clip so that you can check it out and see what's going on. So I'm going to ask the folks in our control room if they will start the clip for us. Talk about it. First of all, it's August 18th.
It's August 18th on the west lawn of the Capitol, the United States Capitol, from 10 to 4. We are starting our program at 11, although there are some people that are going to come a little bit earlier, but it's from 11 to 4 if you're just going to come to the rally. We expect it to be hot. We hope that you bring umbrellas to shield you from the sun, because there's not a lot of trees on the west lawn of the Capitol. And we're expecting a large crowd.
Now, I saw something on the website that you want people to decorate umbrellas?
Absolutely.
What is that?
Well, if you're going to walk around with an umbrella to shield yourself from the heat, you might as well decorate it in a fun way, because that can serve as your protest sign.
Ah, excellent.
So it's double duty.
Double duty. You don't have to have an
you have
umbrella.
Two things.
Two things,
yes,
right?
Exactly.
Two things. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Great idea. Now, are you going to have any contests for best umbrella, or it's just whatever you want to do?
Well, we're trying to arrange that now. We're hopeful that we will, be able to do that. Depends on sponsorship, et cetera. But we'll announce that probably at the rally.
Okay. Now, how did you get involved in this? Because this is a grassroots organization, as I understand it, that led to this. This was not started by some well-established women's organization. How did you get involved?
Well, I became involved because I became very alarmed at the increased hostile environment to women's reproductive rights in the state of Virginia when they started enacting laws, or attempting to enact laws, that would block access to clinics, that would require mandatory ultrasounds. And it became abundantly clear to me that the legislative environment, not only here, but the exponential rise in anti-women legislation in this country, required an appropriate response from women throughout this country. And so we started to become engaged, and through the grassroots, through social media. The co-founders of our particular rally met online, and they said, we got to do something. And so they decided, it's up to us. We have to step in, and we have to start organizing.
This is one of those great social media stories.
Exactly.
I love that, because I've done a number of shows on the use of social media and how you can bring about change. And so this is another example from my little book to say this is one of them. Now let's talk about, you do have some support by some other organizations now that you've got it going. The National Council of Women's Organizations, the National ERA Alliance. I love the one, Rock the Slut Vote. I thought, really? Okay.
Absolutely.
Moms Rising, Rainbow Push Coalition in Florida, and the Coalition of Labor Union Women, apparently.
Yes.
So what is bringing all of these very diverse groups? Because you talked about sort of this anti-reproductive right legislation going on. But this is also, frankly, I didn't know the National ERA Alliance still existed.
That was something that I just recently became aware of. I mean, I grew up in an era where, they were attempting to enact the ERA, and now that they realize we have no foundation in our laws. A lot of people, the old excuse was, oh, well, you're covered by the 14th Amendment.
Right.
Well, it apparently doesn't work. we need something that is going to be the foundation of our rights house. And I believe that enacting the ERA is that foundation. And so the women's groups are starting to coalesce around trying to get those 3 states that still have not enacted the ERA to go ahead and do that, so that women in this country will finally have that foundation that they can build on, and to ensure that our rights are protected in this country.
You mentioned a program starting at 11. What's the program about?
Well, the program is going to be basically, our themes are women's reproductive rights, equal pay, and the attack on voter suppression, as well as violence against women and violence against the LGBT community. We are going to have folks from various organizations, with Mira Kiesling from the National Transgender Equality Organization. We're going to have folks from various other gay and lesbian organizations there. We're going to be having, you know, obviously we're going to have some of the politicians that are running. Wayne Powell, who is running for Eric Cantor's seat,
Indeed,
is going to be one of our guest speakers. We are very honored to have members of the ERA task force, Bobby Francis, Roberta Francis, and Bettina Hager is going to be speaking. We're also going to have Planned Parenthood. Laura Myers is going to be speaking. We've got NOW, the Executive Vice President of NOW, Bonnie Graberhofer, is going to be a keynote speaker. We have many speakers. We have bands. We're going to have some bands. We have the Reformed Whores are going to be.
And go to, I want to say this because I went to the website, and which is wearewomen.uk, right?
No,
US. I'm sorry,
US. Woman with an A.
Women with an A.
Yes.
And we, and the Reformed Whores, there's a little thing on YouTube videos that you can watch. And so I thought, well, let me watch some of these. And the Reformed Whore people, girls, came on. They were a stitch. I thought they were a stitch.
Yes.
And it was followed by an amazing video, the We Are Warriors.
That's right.
Video, and that was just fabulous. So people really ought to go to that website and take a look at those, because it was marvelous.
Yes, they've done a wonderful job, and we want women to go there because we want young women to go there. You know, the women of my generation helped create some of the laws that, of course, now they're chipping away at.
Exactly.
But now we need the young women to engage, because they're going to be facing a country with laws that prevent them from having privacy of their body, sovereignty over their bodies. You know, we're going to have more suppression of rights and voting rights. We're going to have equal pay cuts for women. So it's important that we educate our women, our young women now, and get them engaged, because right now they're not.
Right. Now, if someone wants to come, is there transportation being arranged? Is there housing here being arranged? How do they just go to the website?
They can go to the website and to wearewomen.us, and there are resources there for transportation. There's rally buses that have been arranged in various localities. There are housing, pretty much hotel housing, although on some of the a few of the forums, there's a few folks that are offering, you know, I'll let you use my room, or, you know, my house, or whatever. You know, so, you know, they can use those resources. That website is an excellent resource to get rally merchandise, t-shirts, etc., if they want to do that. If you're an organization and you're interested in supporting the We Are Women Rally, you can find out how to do that on the website, where we have a special link for sponsorship and the cost related to that.
Now, there's no march associated with this, right?
There's not a march. We were planning one. But unfortunately, the Capitol Police felt, they're not permitting anymore for marches for the summer. And the reason why is because of the heat. They've had a drain with other marches on the EMS system, and so they decided to stop permitting for marches. We do have some women who are meeting at various locations close to the West Lawn, some of the museums. The Indian Museum, for instance, is very close, and that's air conditioned. They have a nice cafe.
Excellent. So they've got some place to go and start from.
Yes, exactly.
And do you expect people from all 48 continental states? Is that?
We are expecting people from all over the country. We have on the website, we have a forum for each state. You can go there and either ask questions, or you can go to wearewomen.us@gmail.com if you need a question. It's monitored daily, so we'll answer anybody's questions, or if they have any needs, or if they have what they want to speak. Even though we have a full speaker list, if folks want to participate, we are welcoming that.
Now, are you encouraging people to form We Are Women state chapters, or when the march is done, are you done?
No, we're not done. We are not going to be done until we know that our rights are secure, and it's a constant battle. And so we're planning on creating a strategy so that, first of all, we can help with the election. We need to help and support those legislators who are going to support women's rights and the other issues that we're concerned about. And so that's our big push after this, is going to be getting out the vote and getting and sounding the alarm. Our biggest point of this whole rally is to sound the alarm. We are under attack, and the media isn't really listening to us. I mean, in April, there was a large group of rallies in each state in the United States. 48,000 women participated in these rallies, and the national media didn't cover hardly any of them. Right. So no wonder the legislators in our various state houses and in Congress can stand up at a podium and say there's no war on women, because they're not listening. And so we need to sound that alarm, and we need to make them listen. We need to make them aware that we are going to remember in November.
Well, and that is going to be the issue. We are coming up to a break. I want to just say August 18th,
yes,
10 to 4, West Lawn of the Capitol. Be there, get out. You don't have to march. You can just take the subway and be there. It'll be a great event. Check out the website, and I want to thank you, Jackie, for coming. And
thank you so much for having me. I so appreciate it.
Well, it should be a great event. Thank you.
Thank you.